welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about how to increase video quality on TikTok. And let me just say, quality TikToks are vital to growing an audience and getting on the For You page. If you've scrolled through your For You page, you've noticed a lot of the videos are like really nice quality, they look great, you can see the person really well, good lighting and everything. And you don't really see too many videos with bad lighting, bad quality, fuzziness. Those usually don't make it on the For You page, or at least don't get a lot of likes. So if you want to grow a following and get on the For You page, then keep watching. So one of the most important things involving quality is what you are using to film on. I don't suggest you film on the actual app TikTok itself just because it only films in 720x1280 if you're filming it vertically, and that's just not that good of quality anymore. Because nowadays we have quality such as 4K and 1080 that just look visually a lot better than 720, and you can definitely tell the difference of the videos on the For You page. So my favorite thing to film on is a DSLR camera, and what I use to film on the most is probably a Canon Rebel T7i, and that's actually what I'm using to film on right now. DSLR cameras give like a sharper look than say like an iPhone does, but everything will vary depending on like the type of lens you're using. For example, you might be able to tell that my background probably looks blurry to you, and that's because I'm using a 40mm lens, but then when I use like an 18mm lens, it doesn't look as blurry, so it really depends on the lens you're using. If you don't have a DSLR camera, it's perfectly okay because you can still film really good quality videos on most smartphones. You just have to use the back camera because usually the back cameras are better quality than the front cameras, and they look a lot better. Also, when you're filming, make sure you have a tripod or a GorillaPod. Like right now, I'm using my tripod, and as you can tell, it is staying really stable. See, as I'm moving around, how the tripod doesn't move or anything like that. And you can even have a tripod for your phone. You just have to get a phone connector. If you don't have a tripod, it's okay because you could also get a GorillaPod instead. And if you don't know what a GorillaPod is, it looks like this. It has like 3 legs, just like a tripod, but it's like smaller so you can set it on a table or something like that. And as you can see, it has this little place right here that you can put your phone in and it stays stable. So when you put this on a table, you can film with the back camera and it should look really nice and stay stable. And the only time you shouldn't have it on a tripod is if the video is purposely supposed to be shaky. The next thing I want to talk about is lighting. And lighting is super duper important to making high quality TikToks. So for lighting, you should always have some sort of light or window in front of your face, and especially not behind you. Videos that don't have good lighting are oftentimes grainy, and it's sometimes hard to see the person or what's happening in the video. So some of my favorite things to use for lighting are studio lights, where you can definitely see the person or what's in the video because they're super bright. For lighting, there's generally 2 types of lighting, and that's warm lighting and cool lighting. Now for videos, cool lighting is usually considered better because you can just see what's happening better than in like warm lighting videos, and it just overall looks better. Now something that really got popular to use on Musical.ly, and now a lot of people still use it on TikTok, are ring lights. And ring lights are those lights that kind of create like a ring around your face, which just like brightens up your entire face. It just looks super good. Like right now, I have a ring light in front of me, and you might be able to tell I have like little rings of light in my eyes. That's how you can tell if someone's using a ring light. Now, if you don't have any of those lights or they're too expensive, something I suggest investing in is a selfie ring light. And what this is, it's basically just like a ring light, just like a smaller version for your phone. And all you do is just like clip it on your phone, and it should go around the camera, and you can turn it on. It just creates this light in front of your face, which basically mimics a ring light, just like a smaller version of it. And it makes your face super bright so you can see your face better. And these selfie ring lights are only like $10, and you can get them off Amazon. So I totally suggest getting them. It will make your TikToks a lot better. Now the next thing I want to address is backgrounds. People want to watch videos that have nice, pretty backgrounds. Like for example, check out my background. I have lots of colors and pretty lights behind it, and I think it looks super nice behind me. And the reason backgrounds are important is a pretty background makes people want to watch your videos more and more and may even want to follow you. Now, if you don't believe me, right now, it's like a trend to have like LED lights in your background. Now, I don't have LED lights personally, but I've been seeing a lot of people on the For You page with LED lights along their walls and everything like that. And it seems like they've been getting a lot of likes just because of their LED lights. And they can do like super cool effects with them too. And it makes their videos stand out. But if you don't have LED lights, it's perfectly okay because I don't either. So something I suggest is have a section in your room that looks nice, or like a corner or something. For example, I always use this back corner in my room that has my pink wall and my white wall with all these lights around it. And the lights just make the background look super pretty and super cool, and it makes people want to watch the video more. And I also like to use colorful backgrounds and bright colors that really pop and make you want to keep watching the video over and over again. But your background should also depend on the type of video you're doing. Now, if your video is supposed to be like really dark and mysterious, try to have like a background that's more like creepy behind you. Like I did this one video where I needed a dark background, so I just used like a black sheet, and that was good because I could still use bright lights in front of my face and the background was still dark, and I think it looks super cool. But if you don't have like a cool place to film or anything like that in your house, you can also go outside, and there's so many different pretty places to film outside. You can film in front of like trees or bushes or flowers or just like your backyard. Nature is just super pretty, and it's just super cool to have in your videos. The next thing I want to talk about is what you wear in your TikToks. And you may be like, what does that have to do with your quality? Make sure if you are filming something where you're playing two different people, make sure you change your clothes. Because I've seen so many people in the comments get mad about that, and people won't want to watch you as much as if you put the effort in to change your outfits. Now it seems like people like TikToks that people put more effort in, so just make sure you look like you actually put effort into like what you're wearing and everything like that. For example, if you're making a TikTok where you're supposed to look like you're crying, make sure you like put on makeup to make it like look like you're actually crying. Also make sure to dress something that you want to actually like put out on TikTok. And make sure not to dress anything that gives any local place. This is honestly really important. Don't give out where you live or what school you go to on TikTok, because I know you might actually want people to know where you live so you can find like people who also live there. But guys, there's been like so many problems lately on TikToks, and from personal experience, try to keep your personal information limited as much as possible. So be careful on what you're wearing and make sure it has like no personal information in your outfit. I used to just wear like clothes such as like this that are just like patterns or just like plain colors. No like personal information is ever on my clothes. The last thing I want to talk about is editing. Now, some people edit their TikToks and some people don't, and that's okay. But what I mean about editing is stuff such as like color correction. You want to color correct your video based on what your video is about. For example, if you're making like a really dark and spooky TikTok, I suggest like turning down the saturation and making it like look super like dark and creepy, or like putting like a black and white filter over it will also like make it look spooky and everything like that. Or if you're making like more of a happy TikTok, I suggest like using more saturation, more colors, and just making it look like more pretty overall. Also, I've seen some people on TikTok just add like random special effects in their TikToks that don't really make sense. So if you are to add like a special effect in there, make sure it makes sense and it is to enhance your video to make it make more sense instead of just like randomly being in there. Those that are just like randomly in there like don't make sense and usually just don't get a lot of likes. Here's a video of me walking through a portal and coming out on the other side. Now, the portal shows I'm actually going through something instead of me just disappearing into nowhere and just coming out of nowhere. It makes the video make more sense and enhances the quality of the video. I also used in that video like a dark, creepy filter to show that I'm going into like the upside down land. And I just think that made it look super cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to become a narwhal. Also, if you're not following me on TikTok yet, make sure to go follow me at NinaElizabeth1 and go check out my Instagram at ninaelizabeth.yt. And I really hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye!